All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle, Elder Great Millstone, and Southeast Brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. Oh, man. So, I'm gonna play a little bit just so you can see what's happening. I'm really gonna just hop into it.
You go this.
Yeah, of course, it's monetized. Of course.
Let's go.
What happens to your skin when you soak in baking soda?
What happens to your...
The only way, but if you look at Revelation 13, it's talking about the beast. It's talking about this beast attacking the saints. This beast running through Israel. And then all in the midst of this beast running through Israel, y'all got in there. He that leadeth to captivity shall go. See, we gonna take them into captivity. No. And then it goes back. Well, let me just read it, y'all. Let me just read it for the KJV here. It says, he that leads into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And this is our patience. This is what we waiting on. Come on, y'all. Now look at these other verses. Look at the other versions. The NIV. If anyone is to go into captivity he will go. If anyone is to be killed with the sword they will be killed. This is really talking about Israel. This is really talking about Israel. Those who captivity for is for. And this is why you're going to have patience. This is why you're going to have faith. But whoever is for is for. Whoever's supposed to be killed by the sword, they're going to be killed by the sword. This is why you have that revelation we're talking about. These are those who died.
Perfect. So he's reading different translations and thinking that changes the doctrine. This is why the scriptures say the word of the Lord is purified 7 times. So I want to do a couple things in this lesson, Lord willing. So let's use just the literal. Let's use just how he used it. All right, let's go to parallel. So in his mind, this changes what we teach. That's why he scoffed us. See, we wait to captivity. Yes, the heathens are going to captivity. Yes, we're looking forward to that. The apostle, Acts the first chapter, when the Yahweh Shai returned, they thought it was time at that moment to put them in slavery, to put Israel back on top. All right. So even right here, okay. So if anyone's going to captivity they will go. So it's saying if it's ordained, it's ordained. All right. That's what he said. If it's ordained, it's ordained. Well, it's ordained precept upon precept. All right. Precept upon precept. It's ordained that the heathens will go into captivity. So even still, according to the way you try and interpret it, this means that this is, or whoever captivity is ordained for, they will go into captivity. Whoever the sword is ordained for, they shall get the sword. Well, it don't change the doctrine. Psalms 137:8. O daughter of Babylon, art to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee, as thou hast served us. So, this is the patience. Yes, nigga, this is the patience and faith of the saints. Yes, we're looking forward to this. This is a comfort. This is part of the gospel, literally. So they're destined. They're here we go. They're determined to get the sword. It's written, who are to be destroyed. So even according to your breakdown, we're still right. Our faith and patience and what keeps us going and saying that these heathens don't get the sword, they're going to get the judgment they deserve. All right. We're still in the spirit. Something you can't get. Let's stay on that vibration for a second. Let's get this precept. 2 Thessalonians 1. Let me get started to we can start to the point. Verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. So this is righteousness with the Lord. This is what's being written to us. Like, look, it's those that trouble us, they're going to get their judgment. Excuse me. And to you who are troubled, rest with us. When the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels, and flame and fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High, and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power. Here it is again. It's letting me know this is righteousness with the Most High. All right, when the Lord comes, we're going to rest, and our enemies are going to get this destruction. All right. Isaiah 61. And 1, the Spirit of the Lord Yahweh was upon me, because the Lord had anointed me to preach good tidings to the meek. He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, the Israelites, to proclaim liberty to the captives, the Israelites, which still in the land of our captivity, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord, and the day of vengeance of power, to comfort all that mourn. So this is the word good tidings means gospel, which means good news. All right. It says this is our comfort. This is part of the gospel, that the Lord is going to bring vengeance to our enemies. So yes, this is part of the patience and faith of the saints. It's still, hey, look, we're looking forward to it. We're still right. This is why Psalms 12 says the word of the Lord is purified 7 times. The elect is going to be right in doctrine. Just like you niggas thought, man, they wrong about confusion of face. Confusion of face means shame. We knew that already. We understood confusion of face means shame. It didn't change the fact that looking like another nation is also, just a brief side note, because you niggas like think you reinventing the wheel, or you getting one up on, look, this is, for one, it's not a battle of men. This is the doctrine of the Lord. For one. 2, look, let me get the precept. The word of the Lord is purified 7 times. And the prophets the elect will always be justified in the sayings, man. Even if you think they wrong, this mean it. Look. So this is so like this is a side note, but this happens a lot with these niggas, man. Right. After Miriam, became leprous, her complexion was changed, right? Numbers 12 and 14. The Lord said to Moses, if her father had but spit in her face, should she not be ashamed 7 days? Let her be shut out from the camp 7 days, and after that let her be received, and then again. So her appearance being changed that was her shame. So we still justified in calling an Israelite like another nation a confusion of face. That's a shame. It is what it is. Are we shamed? Are we? Of course, we're shamefaced too, but that don't change that we can coin this term, confusion of face, to mean Israelite like another nation. Because they literally got a confusion of face, and it's a shame. It works. That's the manifold of wisdom. You niggas don't got the spirit of wisdom on y'all, man. You niggas can do it. I hate niggas, man. Because a nigga go listen to a weak-ass Kendrick Lamar song and the triple entendre, quadruple entendre. But then when the scripture is broken down right, niggas get simple, man. And then being simple-minded, thinking they wise and trying to rebuke the men of the Lord. This is the patience of faith of the saints. Yes, nigga, that is the patience of faith of the saints. This is a rock. (25 and 7). There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and a 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. So yes, we're looking forward to that. That's a comfort. That's our comfort, man. In fact, that's righteousness. When we read Thessalonians, to not be looking for this is not righteousness. Okay. So, who are to be destroyed. Okay, we read that because he that killed the sword must be killed with the sword. Yeah, let's get this. Isaiah 45. No, Isaiah 47. Um, Salakia. I went through it too fast. Yeah, okay, verse 7. So, verse 6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. And thou says, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. All right, and what's the latter end of it, man? Verse 9, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, and one day the loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sources and for the great abundance of thine enchantments, man. So for Esau's wickedness, right? And we read the first verse, part of that wickedness, what the main part was jacking up Israel with no mercy. So they have to get this judgment. Obadiah 1. Come on, man, this is simple. Obadiah 1. "15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head." So this is echo. This is what the Revelation 13 is. We generally break it down. All right. It's echo right here. They're going to get what they've done to us. Captivity for captivity. Sword for sword. All right. That's just how it works, man. Like what? So even how you break it down, they're ordained to get this judgment. They are ordained. These curses shall be upon. That's another thing. Even you saying what you're saying, these curses shall be upon our enemies. So the stuff we went through, they're gonna get. So this is ordained for them. Okay. So even if you use the translations that you wanted, you going to a whole new Bible translation to prove a point. Even if you was right about that, and when you use these different translations, man, like anything, even reading the King James, it takes the spirit, man. It takes the spirit to discern. All right. Damn, what was I about to get? Oh, yeah, let's keep going. Yeah. Jeremiah 30. And 11. Let's start at 11. For I am with thee. First off, yeah, we'll just get to the point. Let's start at 11. For I am with thee, saith Yahweh, to save thee, though I make a full end of all nations, whether I have scattered thee. Yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished. All right, so the Lord said right here, we're scattered to these nations, yes. But these nations will get made a full end of. This was our chastisement. Let's jump to 16. Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, go read Psalms 83. Every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. And all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. Therefore he that leadeth Israel, to take us to captivity, you're going to go into captivity. You kill us with the sword, you're going to be killed by the sword. All right? Plain and simple. He that soweth iniquity shall reap the same. Like that's just Bible 101. He that soweth iniquity shall reap the same. Esau, man, this is nigga, what? Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The cup that we've drunk, they're going to have to drink. The captivity, the slaughter, they're going to have to drink. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Or as you wanted to say, he that is destined for it is destined. So all the things the beast did, there's a judgment for what they've been doing. So yes, in the midst of talking about the beast fucking us up, it mentions the judgment they're going to have to get. Like, come on now. Tweaking. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. All right. There's more precepts on this captivity for the heathens, man. But let's do this. So now let's go to the commentary. It says this verse may be read, and then it got to the translation, if anyone is for captivity. And they're saying what this dude's saying. It's a caution to the suffering of the saints. That's what they're saying. And for the record, even if that was so, Deuteronomy 37 is written. So the way we break it down is still right. The way the King James read is still right. What you do unto Israel, and he that curses you shall be cursed. It's that simple. So you touch us, you touch the apple of the Lord's eye. All right, you're gonna have to get it. But let's read this, man. He that leadeth into captivity. This is clearly intended to refer to the power of government, which is denoted by the beast. The form of expression here in the Greek is special if anyone leadeth into captivity, etc. Then it got this Greek, which, I mean, I wish, but I can edify off of it, and that's more important, right? The statement in general is general and is intended to make use of a general or prevalent truth with preference to this particular case. The general truth is that people will, in the course of things, be dealt with according to their character and their treatment of others. All right? That's a spirit, because I didn't even read through all this, but I was literally finna quote this. Matthew 26:52. All they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. All right? So this is going into the prior translation for English and breaking it down the way it's translated in the KJV. Now check this. Cause you got a couple that say that, right? To say what that guy in the video was saying. But let's see, which I checked one out and it was just like, is this? This is another one. I want to get to that one, but I want to hit this first. Right, here we go. So, it says there is a twofold difficulty in this verse. First, as to the correct text. Secondly, as to the meaning, there are two chief readings. Then it gives that Greek. Then it says, literally, if anyone late captivity into captivity he goeth. Then here it goes, which probably means if anyone is ordained into captivity he goeth. It probably reads, so that translation you so hard. This is what the scholars, this is a prob. They translated that with a probably. Maybe it can mean this as well. All right. The reading of the Texas receptors looks like an attempt to amplify and make clear the above reading, omitting the repetition, though omission is easily explained. And this, it quotes to Jeremiah 15, which says, "Search for death is for death, search for sword to sword." Facts. All right, and then it says, Matthew 26:52 may also be referred to, "All they that take the sword shall perish with the sword." The verse in the text appears to contain both the meanings of the passages referred to. This is Esau trying to break it down, so that's why it's translated like that. The first half seems to point out that there are woes foreordained for Christians which they must undergo, which it is in the text. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So of course that means that they're going to lead us to captivity. But what does that also mean? There's a judgment for them leading us into captivity. It's saying, that's literally what it's saying. So you think you're being deep and correcting something? We're already saying that the saints are going to suffer. That's why that's written. 2 verses up, it talks about them messing with the saints. So what's being said here is, yes, of course they're going to mess with us, but they're going to get a judgment as well. Because the scriptures already say that precept upon precept. Lamentations 4 we just read, Deuteronomy 30 and 7. It already says these things, man. All right. Now let's go back to some more Greek. All right. All this say what it say, right? Then it says, respecting the vanquished who are led away into captivity. But in 1 Hakah, Revelation 14:7, it is said, that is, Simon freed and brought together many who had been captives. Also 1 Hakah, oh, this is supposed to be Maccabees. Then it says, Revelation 39, 3:13. And then it says, and this notion agrees with this passage. In this sense, if anyone supplies and equips captives, he will be taken captive. Then they put the Greek, then it says goes away, being easily led away. To put some more of the original translation. The present as this are the same. So look, we got it right, man. Even if you use the translation you use, all right, the NIV, we still have it right through the Spirit. It's not a we right, you wrong thing. No, it's about the fact what the truth is, and we have the truth. And here it is, the precepts line up the way the way our apostles taught us, the way the Spirit revealed it to us. All right? We're either way you look at, we're right. Because the word of the Lord is purified 7 times. Esau and the heathens are ordained to get this judgment, man, because they touched the apple of the Lord's eye. And we're looking forward to it, yes. Nigga. In his his Lamentations, Jeremiah said this early on. Verse 21. We'll start at 20. Behold, O Yahweh, for I am in distress. My bowels are troubled. My heart is turned within me. For I have grievously rebelled. Abroad the sword bereaveth. At home there is as death. They have heard that I sigh. There is none to comfort me. All my enemies have heard of my trouble. They are glad that thou hast done it. Thou wilt bring the day that thou hast called, and they shall be like unto me. Jeremiah was looking forward to this. Let all their wickedness come before thee, and do unto them as thou hast done unto me. For all my transgressions, for my sighs are many, and my heart is faint. So yes, this is the patience and faith of the saints. It's that simple, man. And we ended with this, as I quoted it. Zechariah 2 and 8. For thus saith the Yahweh of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. For behold, I will shake mine hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants. And ye shall know that Yahweh of hosts hath sent me. So the roles will be reversed. right now we're the servants, but they're going to become a spoil unto us, and we're looking forward to it. Simple. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai Ba'asham, and HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, Elder Great Millstone, and South Asian brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. Shalom wa Baba Ba.